Hello, so in this video, we're really just going to try and build on some of the things that we looked at in the last sort of couple of videos. So if you remember in the last video, what we effectively had was a data set, and we were trying to make that data set, we're trying to draw a residual line, a regression line through that data set in such a way that we kind of minimize those residuals. Okay, and I said that the way which we did that, in fact the way which we derived the regression line, which remember is y hat, that's the estimator, is a plus bx. The way which we defined the values of a and b was simply by thinking about the distances between where our actual data value lies and where our estimated data value lies, okay? And we called those values residuals, okay? And the idea was that when we square all those values, when we square all those residuals, this one, this one, this one, this one, we square all those distances, add them all together, we want that value to be as small as possible, so the sum of the squares, okay? Now, the name which we gave to that was the least squares regression line, right? And that's literally how we came up with the regression. And we can quantify the error in three different ways. Okay, so if we want a really, really good regression line, we should look at these three different quantities and then we can quantify them and sort of see actually how good is our regression line. So the first way that we've already looked at is the idea of the sum of the squares error. Okay, so this stands for the sum of the squares error, or we can call that SSE for short. Okay, so the sum of the squares error. It simply looks at the differences between our actual data values. So these are our actual data values, so like y1, y2, y3, so y1, y2, y3, y4, and our estimated data values. Okay, so this would be like y hat 1 and y hat 2 and y hat 3, etc. Because they're literally basically saying that when we draw our regression line through these points, we're basically saying that the trend of the data follows this regression line, and so therefore, if we want to estimate these values, they should lie on the regression line. So in other words, a way of quantifying the sum of the squares error, is simply by saying it's the difference between our actual data values, take away our estimated data values, square that, and then add it, okay? So we've already met this formula before, and in fact we said because each of those lines are really important, so the little red lines are important, we call those residuals, it's simply just the sum of our residuals squared, okay? So a sum of our residuals squared, all right? Now, in actual fact, we came up with a formula for the sum of the residual squared. We called it the deviance, or we called it the residual sum of squares, okay? And if you remember, it was a weird formula which came out in the last video. It looked like this. It was SYY minus SXY all squared divided by SXX. Okay, so once we'd found the values of A and B, we realized that choosing careful values of A and B could make terms completely disappear, and what we would have been left with is this. Okay, so what we can basically say is that the sum of the squares error can be given as this, and the idea is that choosing the correct values of A and B should make this as small as we possibly can. So we've quantified the error in one way. Okay? But my question is, are there any other ways that we could quantify this error? And the answer is yes. So let's suppose we came up with the regression line, okay? And at the moment, we're looking at the difference between our actual data values and our estimated data values. In other words, where the regression line says those data values would lie if the data properly followed that regression. So is there any other way that we can quantify this? Well, the answer is yes. And the way to do this is by looking over here on the right-hand side. So looking at this plot here. Now, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to calculate the mean of the data values which I've got. So if this is again, so for example, y1, y2, y3, these are my dependent variables, okay? I'm simply going to take the mean of those dependent variables and draw them on. So let's say that the mean ends up somewhere about there, okay? In fact, it might be a bit higher, might be, I don't know, about there, say, okay? So I'm going to call that y bar, okay? That is the mean of my y values, okay? The mean of my dependent variables, okay? And what I'm going to do then, is look at the difference between where my estimated values are, so that'd be y hat 1, y hat 2, y hat 3, etc., I'm going to look at the difference between the estimated values, okay, and where the values actually lie. So in other words, I'm going to look at this distance here. So I'm going to look at the distance between my estimated value and the mean value. And that's what I'm going to call the sum of the squares regression, because I'm simply looking at the difference between my regression values and the mean value. Okay, so I'm trying to quantify the regression values by looking at the difference between the estimated or the regression values and the mean value. So in other words, I can say that SSR, which I'm calling the sum of the squares regression, is given by looking at the difference between, obviously I'm going to do the squared difference because I want them all to be positive, okay, between my estimated value, so y bar, and y hat, and y bar, my mean value, okay, so y bar. Okay. Now, in actual fact, I'm going to come back to this formula a little bit because we can actually use it in terms of SXX and SSY, etc., etc. So the next thing to look at is something called the total of these two errors here. So I've got the sum of the squares error and the sum of the squares regression. Now what I want to do then is I can combine these together to make it, to kind of quantify the total error, if you like. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to look at is the SST, which is the sum of squares total. And all it literally is you're literally taking the two previous errors that we've looked at. So the sum of the squares error, that's this one here on the left, okay, is literally looking at the difference between the actual data value and the estimated data value. And I'm looking at SSR, which is the sum of the squares regression, which is simply the difference between the regression values and the mean of my data values, okay? And then I'm just simply adding them together. So the sum of the squares total should be the total of these two errors here, okay? Now, have a think about this. I've literally said that the sum of the squares total should be the total of the two errors. So in actual fact, I'm just going to draw out on a new grid. What I've got here. So I'm just going to draw it out for one data value. So let's suppose that I have my true data value all the way up here. So this could be like y1, okay? Then I have my regression, so my estimated data value here. Okay, so I'm going to call that y hat. And then let's suppose that the mean of my data value lies down here. So what I'm literally looking at here is kind of on this graph, on the right-hand side graph. In fact, just because it's a little bit messy, have a look at the screen here. Okay, so I've got sum of squares. I draw my regression line. Okay, drawing my regression line. Let's make that full screen. Got my regression line there. Sum of the squares error is going to be the difference between my actual data values in black and my regression data values in blue. In other words, the values that lie on the regression line. So that's in red there. And sum of the squares regression is simply, if I was going to draw in the mean line, which I've done there in green on the right hand side, get me out of the way, okay, which I've done there on the right hand side, and if I was going to look at the difference between where the mean value is and where the regression value is, that there would be the sum of the squares regression, okay? So all I'm literally trying to do then is try and quantify it. Now, of course, it could fall in this order. So I could have the actual data value at the top, then the estimated data value in the middle, and then the mean data value at the bottom. Or I could have it in any kind of permutation of these three things. But of course, they're always going to be in line because I'm looking at that in relation to the independent variable. So what I've looked at then, just to remind yourselves, the difference between y hat and y, so my actual data value and my estimated data value, I have called the sum of the squares error. It's literally just my regression. Okay, so I've looked at the squares of those distances and summed them all together. Now I've looked at the difference as well between my estimated data value, so in other words my regression data value, and my mean data value, and I've called that the sum of the squares regression. Okay, so it's SSR, right? Now I'm literally saying that the total of these two errors is going to give me, guess what? The sum of the squares total. Okay? So, let's think about this. Right? Sum of the squares total I could think about as the total distance between the extremes. In other words, I can think about it as the sum between y and y bar, all squared. Because look at that, it is the distance between y and y bar. Now the fact that these can come in any order doesn't matter because the maths actually falls out, but I'm going to square that. Now have a look, I recognise what that should be equal to. I've seen a formula like this before. It's just SYY. Okay, so in other words, I can say that SST is equal to SSY. So let's just remember when I came up here and I said, oh look, SSR, sum of the squares regression, is equal to this. Looks quite messy and horrible, but if I do just a little bit of rearranging, because I know now what SSE is equal to in terms of SXX, SYY, SXY, okay, and I know what sum of the squares total is equal to in terms of SYY, okay, then I know, because SST is just the total of these two errors, so sum of the squares error plus sum of the squares regression, then I know after a bit of rearranging that sum of the squares regression should just be equal to sum of the squares total take away sum of the squares error. So have a look then. Sum of the squares total, I've said way down here, is equal to SYY. So this is equal to SYY. Then I'm taking away sum of the squares error. Well, the sum of the squares error I've got over here, right? So it's going to be SYY take away SXY all squared divided by SXX. All right. So therefore, if I take away these two things from each other, just got to be careful of the double negatives here. In fact, let me make a little bit more space so I've got room. Just got to be careful of the double negatives here. I end up with SYY, take away SYY. Now I've got double negative. Taking away a negative is the same as adding a positive. So SXY all squared, all divided by SXX. And of course, these two things cancel. So in other words, I can say that SSR, so my sum of my squares regression line, should be equal to SXY all squared divided by SXX. Okay, so just let me summarize down the bottom here. I've got two, maybe three types of errors, depending on how you think about it. We've already looked at sum of the squares error. That's just equal to the deviance, or the residual sum of the squares, which if you remember was SYY minus SXY all squared divided by SXX. Okay, so we derive that when we're deriving A and B. Okay, we've said as well that there's another type of error that we can look at, which is simply just the distance between the regression point and the mean point. Okay, so that's going to be, we've just worked it out, as SXY all squared divided by SXX. Okay, then the final error is just simply the total of these two things. Okay, so really what you want is that these errors are going to be as small as you possibly can, because it means that your data values are going to fit the line quite nicely. And we've just said that the sum of the squares total is just SYY. Now just remember, these are really easy to calculate because you know what SXX, SYY and SYY is equal to. So I'll write down the simpler version of the formula which I remember, but of course there are two versions. So SXX is equal to the sum of x squared minus n times by the mean of x squared. SYY is equal to the sum of y squared minus n times the mean of y squared. And then SXY is equal to the sum of x times y minus n times by x bar times by y bar. Okay, so the mean of these two things. So in other words, the squares of the errors is just simply a way of trying to quantify that error. And there's three ways you can do it. Using the residuals, or the sum of the squares error. Using the distance between the regression points and the mean line, the average values, okay? And that's the sum of the squares regression. Or you can look at the total of these two errors together, which is the sum of the squares total, or SST. Okay?